Good morning, dear students. Welcome back after the weekend. In today's class, you'll be learning how to solve the illustration 6 and 7 of your textbook. Let us have a look at illustration number 6, children. On 1st January 2010, Sahiti and Company purchased a second-hand machine for rupees 80,000 and they have spent 4,000 towards carriage inwards, that is transportation. 4,000 was spent on repairs and 2,000 was spent towards the installation expenses. So when you all have seen how to calculate the formula for depreciation, annual depreciation we take as the original cost of the asset minus scrap value divided it by life of the asset. So here in the question, original cost of the asset, generally it is given like this. But in case if you are given any of these expenses, that is transportation expense, repair, being a second hand machine, some repair charges have incurred, will include that in the original cost, and also the 2,000 rupees which went in the installation of this machinery we will write. Now what is carriage inwards? Carriage means transportation inwards. Transportation which we have kept to get this machine into our organization is carriage inwards. So original cost of the asset, children, 80,000, which is already given in the illustration, plus these are the this 4,000 belongs to the carriage inwards, this 4,000 is about the repair expenses, and this 2,000 is towards the installation expenses. So 80 plus 4, 84, plus 4, 88, plus 2, 90,000. So what is the original cost of the asset? 90,000. If you see in our illustration, the scrap value given is 5,000 at the end of its useful life which is 10 years. So what is the useful life of the asset? It is 10 years. Okay. So now if we calculate the annual depreciation to be charged by the organization every year, it would be original cost of the asset, that is 90,000, minus 5,000 the scrap value, divide it by the useful life of the asset, that is 10 years. So you will get 85,000, divide it by 10, the numerator 0 and denominator 0 will get cancelled, and your annual depreciation will be rupees 8,500. Okay, so this is the depreciation which you will be charging every year for how many years? 10 years. Now let us go further in the illustration what is given to us. So till here we have calculated the annual depreciation. Now what is the next continuation? Have a look. On 31st December 2012, the machinery is purchased on January 2010. On 31st December 2012, the machine was sold for how much? 50,000. So in your rough, just make a note of the machinery was sold, the date is compulsory to be written, that is 31st December 2012, and for how much did they sell? 50,000. So what is the beauty of this illustration is you will have to find out whether the company has made profit on sale of this machine or loss on sale of this machine. Now have a look at the illustration. The books are closed on 31st December. Every year you have to prepare machine account. Okay. So what is the accounting period which this Sahiti and organization is following is 1st of January till 31st of December. Okay. Alright. We are supposed to prepare machinery account, nothing more than that. Children, you have to be very careful when you are writing the working notes. I have just put it in simple calculation to make you understand. If you see in the textbook, calculation of original cost of the machine, purchased cost of second hand machine, 80,000 is given, and add charges, various charges which have incurred on this machine, carriage, repairs and installation. Altogether that is 10,000, means 4,000 plus 4,000 plus 2,000. So finally the original cost of machine is 90,000. You will have to follow this working notes. The statements given you will have to write as it is, and you will have to put the figures and then show it. You cannot do the way I have shown you here. You will have to exactly follow what is given in the textbook. Annual depreciation, you will have to show the formula, what you are going to put. Then you will put that formula into use, putting the figures, and you will get the annual depreciation. till now you have seen the working notes, dear students. Now we'll be preparing the machinery account, which is asked as per the question. So heading will be in the books of, or you can also write as books of Sahiti and Company. After that, the heading will be machine account. All this has to come in the middle of the page. Machine account, and within brackets you have to clearly mention what kind of method you are following. Like I am writing it here in the short form, straight line method. You'll write it completely. Then you'll put debit and credit, which is very, very compulsory to be written. After that, you'll write date, particulars, journal folio, amount in rupees, again date, particulars. I'm avoiding writing journal folio, but you see to it that you write it for sure. Okay, so the machinery was purchased in 2010. We are following the accounting year, 1st of January. January 1st, what has happened? The machinery was bought to bank account. How much did we pay for the machinery? 80,000. After that, again we'll write bank, because we have also paid for rest of the expenses, like we have carriage inwards, then we have paid for repairs and also the installation. All together I am taking here, that is 10,000, 4 plus 4 plus 2. Alright, so even while writing the journal entry, if you see, asset account debited to bank account, asset account debited to carriage inwards, repairs and installation. Okay, alright, so all together we'll see which side is more, and then we'll just go by that. Date here, we have 31st, again 2010 you'll put on the top, 31st December. What happened by end of the year? Because the machinery was put into use, we have to charge depreciation on that. Depreciation account, we have already calculated how much depreciation are we getting. We are getting 8,500 per year we need to charge. This machine was there in this year 2010. All 12 months we have used, right from Jan 1st till 31st December. So this depreciation which we have calculated, children, it is per annum, means per year, 12 months. This 8,500 is the calculation for 12 months. So we have taken the complete amount. There is nothing else to be done here. Now both the sides you'll total. Debit side is more, you'll put 90,000 this side. The same amount will be shown on the credit side. But is our credit side 90,000? No. There is a deficit amount of 81,500. That will go under the heading of balance carried down, which has to be carried down. And the next year, when we are doing it for 2011, Jan 1st, this carried amount will be our brought down amount, balance B by D. It means the asset which we have purchased, which had a value of 90,000, we used it throughout 2010, and its value decreased by 8,500. Now by end of the year, the value of the asset was 81,500. So when we started using this machinery in the organization in the next year, its value was 81,500. So by end of the year, again we have to charge depreciation, annual depreciation. During the whole year machine was used, so 8,500. Because we have to close our books by every end of the year, balance C by D. That is, the value of the asset initially was 81,500. We used it for 8,500. Now by end of the year it is 73,000. The next year, 2012, assets value initially at the beginning of the year is 73,000. 1st of January to balance B by D. Always remember, whatever is asked in the question only we will do. We can write the journal entry, we can also show the depreciation account, but the question demands only the machinery account. So we'll prepare the machinery account and we'll leave it there. Okay. Now if we see, machinery was sold in which year? 2012. We have reached to 2012. So you should be very careful, children. That is an indication that there will be certain change in the answer. The machinery was sold for 50,000. On which date it was sold? 31st December. It means the machine was completely used during this year 2012. So we will provide depreciation first. 2012. On 31st December, by bank account, by depreciation account. How much depreciation? 8,500. As per the question, on 31st December itself, it was sold. So how do we write the sales entry? When you sell an asset, you are getting cash or say check. So bank account debited to asset account. Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. So by bank account, how much did we sell it for? 50,000. Okay, so now we have to do the calculation of profit and loss account. Okay, I'll just tell in a very simple way how to calculate the profit and loss account. You will write calculation of profit and loss on sale of the machine. Then you will take the original cost of the asset. Original cost of the asset you will take completely. That is 90,000. Then what you will do is, you will have to subtract the depreciation from it. Less depreciation for all the 3 years. Less depreciation for 3 years. Then you will write for the year 2010. So one by one all the years you will be showing for the year 2010. How much did we charge? 8,500. Likewise for the year 2011, 2012. Same 8,500, 8,500. We have to deduct all these 3 depreciation from 90,000. When you add all these 3 depreciations, 8,500, 8,500, 8,500, you will get 25,500. When you deduct it from 90,000, you will have a balance of 64,500. Okay, this means the value of the machinery by the end of 2012 was 64,500. How much did we sell it for? We sold it for 50,000. It means it is a loss to us. We are supposed to sell it for 64,500, but the company sold it for 50,000. So it is a loss to the organization, that is 14,500. If you remember the journal entries, children, how do we write the loss entry? Yes, profit and loss account debited to asset account. So in our profit and loss account, credit side we show the profit and debit side we show the loss, because debit is expense and credit is income. Okay, so here we will write, we have received a loss again by end of the year, that is December 31st, by profit and loss account. Within brackets you will write as loss. How much did we get through the calculation? 14,500. Now if you total both the sides, you will get equal. Maximum sums in depreciation, children, you will get equal amounts. It's rare that both the sides won't match when an asset is sold. Okay, so here if you see the calculation working notes, the amount which we have received Like see, once again I'm showing original cost of the asset 90,000 is taken. We are decreasing depreciation for 3 years. 25,500 the total depreciation. We got 64,500. This is the book value of asset at the time of sales. That is how you will have to write the statement against it. And for 50,000 you will write less sales proceeds of the machine. Okay. So what you will write here? 64,500. This is the book value of the machine at the time of sales. I'll keep the photos of illustrations, children. Don't worry about that. You'll get a clear idea from that. Then you'll write less sale proceeds of the machine. Means how much we have sold the machine for. And the remaining leftover amount 14,500, that is loss on sale of machine. Loss on sale of machine to be transferred to profit and loss account. Within brackets you will write to be transferred to P&L account. That's 14,500. So this is how we got 14,500, children. Being a loss, we are transferring it here. So that is about illustration 6, children. Going to see is illustration number 7, dear students. Just have a look. Nagaraju and Company purchased a second-hand machine on 1st January 2011. So we are preparing books in the books of accounts for Nagaraju and Company. When did the purchase? On 1st January 2011. For how much? 45,000. And they have spent 5,000 on repairs and installed the same. So what is the original cost of the asset, children? 45,000 plus the repair charges 5,000, that is 50,000. Then what is given? Have a look. Depreciation is provided at the rate of 10% per annum. If you remember the rate of depreciation formula, we have annual depreciation divided by rate of original cost of the asset into 100, or else if original cost of the asset is already given to us, we will just calculate, multiply it by our rate of interest, that is 10 by 100. So which method are we asked to follow? We are asked to follow the straight line method. Now what happened? The asset was purchased on 2011. In 2014, on 1st of July, the machine was sold for how much? 30,000. The books are closed every year on 31st December. Okay, so our accounting year from January to December. But if you see, on 1st July 2014, the machine was sold. So here we have to calculate the number of months the machine was used in the organization, and accordingly we will provide the depreciation. I will explain that while working on this sum. So what are we asked to prepare here? We are just asked to prepare the machinery account. Okay, so we'll start, children. We are preparing the machinery account in the books of Nagaraju. So we will be writing in the books of Nagaraju and Company. After that, what are we making? We are preparing the machine account. You will write that. Which method are we following? We are following straight line method. Then you will put the debit and credit, date, particulars, journal folio, but I am not putting journal folio here, but you will have to make it in your notes, children. Again on the credit side also you will put the same headings, date, particulars and amount. Let's begin with our question. 2011 the machinery was bought on January 1st. We'll put to bank account. 45,000 was paid. Then again we have paid for the repairs by check. That is why we are putting it as bank. 5,000 we have paid. The machinery was used in the organization in 2011. By end of the year we are charging depreciation on it. So by depreciation account if you see the calculation of depreciation, we are already given 45,000 is the value of asset plus 5,000 which are spent on repairs, being a second hand machinery. So the cost of the asset is 50,000. We are already given the rate of depreciation as 10%, that is 10 by 100. So if you multiply this 50,000 by 10 by 100, cancel all the zeros, the ones in the numerator and denominators, you will get 5,000. So this is going to be our depreciation, children, which we are going to charge on this machinery. So in 2011, 5,000 is the depreciation amount. If you make the total, we have debit side more, so we will put 50,000. We will copy the same towards the credit. Credit is less by 45,000. We will put that. Again on 31st December, by balance carried down, you will write. This means the value of the asset which we bought and we started using into the organization. Initially at the starting of the year, it was 50,000. We used it for a value of 5,000. By end of the year, the value of the asset was 45,000. So next year when we are using this asset, the value of the asset at the beginning of the year was 45,000. That is balance carried down. To balance brought down, sorry. By end of the year, again we will charge the depreciation because we have used it throughout the year. Depreciation will just calculate it once, children, and that very same depreciation will be used every year. But then what you have to be careful is, in case if the machinery was sold in middle of the year, you will only take the useful life you have used the asset in your organization. So here balance C by D, just check what is the difference between both the sides. Here we have 45,000, there we have 5,000. So it is 40,000. Now totalize both the sides. They should always be same, 45,000. So now we are going to prepare for 2013. January 1st, by balance brought down 40,000. This is the amount we are getting from our previous year's accounts. By end of the year, we have used the asset, we are using the depreciation, 5,000. You will balance both the sides. This side there is a deficit of 35,000. Now both the sides are same. Now next year you will have to be very, very careful because that is the year when the machine was sold and also in the middle of the year. That is in 2014. So 2014 January 1st, the value of the machine was 35,000. 31st December, as usual, we will create the depreciation. Okay. So now if you see carefully in the question given, we have on 1st of July 2014, the machine was sold for 30,000. 1st July 2014, the machine was sold for 30,000. We are asked to prepare machinery account, children. If you see in this illustration, they haven't given any number of years. Like till now in your previous illustration till number 6, you have seen that prepare machinery account for 3 years or 4 years you have been asked. But here they haven't asked. Why? Because the machinery was bought in 2011 January and it was sold in 2014 July. Okay, so we have prepared 2011 books of accounts. For 2012 also the financial accounting year we have prepared it. For 2013 also we have prepared. Now we are making it for 2014. Now what you have to be careful is, on 1st July 2014 the asset was sold for 30,000. So this date is given, and you have to be very careful that when you are charging depreciation, we are taking this 5,000 depreciation for the full year. But during 2014, was the machine with us for 12 months? No, it was not there with us for 12 months. It was sold on 1st of July. It means it was there for us till Jan it was there, Feb it was there, March it was there, April it was there, May it was there, and June it was there. Till June the machine was there with us. So how many months it was there with us? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 months. That is why we will calculate depreciation only for 6 months. That is, if 5,000 is for full year, for 6 months how much will it be? 6 months in a year means 6 by 12 number of months. 6 ones are 6, 2s are 12, 2 ones are 2,500. Okay, so depreciation which we are going to charge in the year 2014 is 2,500. We are taking only half of amount of the depreciation because the machine was only in the organization for 6 months. After July, we will not calculate because the machine is not with us. It is with somebody else, whoever has bought our machinery. Okay, then on 31st December, what happened? Okay, now here 31st December I have written, but before this we have another date, children, which I missed on. On 1st of July, July comes first, so we will write July 1st. By bank account, the machinery was sold. For how much did we sell it for? For 30,000. That you will write, children, and after that you will put the December date and you will show the depreciation account as I showed you here in the calculation. After this, you will have to calculate whether we got a profit or loss on the sale of asset. So here original cost of the asset you will take, original cost 45,000 plus 5,000, that is 50,000. You will less the depreciation for these 4 years. Less depreciations. First year it was 5,000 which we have taken. Second year also 5,000. Third year also 5,000. Fourth year we have charged only 2,500 because it was there in the organization. The machinery was only used for 6 months. So when you all add all these depreciations, it comes to 17,500. Okay. So original cost of the asset is 50,000 minus 17,500. That is, what is the book value of the asset at the time of sales? 32,500. But it was sold for how much? 30,000. That is less sales proceeds you will do. Sale proceeds of machine 30,000. When you do, you will get 2,500. Means the value of the asset which we bought for 50,000, after using it in the organization for these 4 years, its value decreased by 17,500. So by end of June 2014, the value of the asset was 32,500. We sold it for 30,000. We are at a loss of 2,500. Loss journal entry goes as profit and loss account debited to asset account. Because we are preparing asset here, that is machine here, profit and loss debited there, we will credit it here. By end of the year, we will write it as by profit and loss account. How much did we get? 2,500. Now if you see the totals on both the sides, it will be same. 35,000 we got here and 35,000 here. This means we have closed our books of accounts. There is no brought down. Why? Because the asset is already sold. There is no point in taking the value of asset to the next year, which doesn't exist in our organization. So this is about your illustration 7, children. Have a look in your textbook. After you see this class, I am going to soon take a snapshot of these photos of these papers and I'll send it to you. So this is how the working notes is to be done, very clearly given. And please see to it that though in your textbooks your depreciation accounts are directly given, you show the working notes also. Like here for 2,500 depreciation, just put it in brackets, 5,000 multiply it by 6 by 12. This will give a clear cut to any examiner, whoever is evaluating your paper. So this was about today's class, children. Thank you so much for listening to me. Have a good day.